Hey guys, Dr. Brady here, your brain optimization expert. And if you've been following our videos or our podcast for any length of time, you know I love keto for the insane health and brain benefits that it gives you. And you can find out more about all those benefits on a whole nother video on our Facebook or our YouTube page. Now, I'm assuming if you're watching this video that you are familiar with keto, so we're gonna cut right to the chase and go into what are the two phases of ketosis. Now, phase one here is what we call the initiation phase. And this is the most challenging phase because this is where we're actually training our body to use fat as a fuel source. Now, many people are surprised that we actually have to train our body to do that, but thanks to our standard American diet, which is high in carbohydrates, high in sugar, and especially high processed carbohydrates, we're finding that it's much more challenging to get our body to use fat as a primary fuel source. And so training our body and training specifically our mitochondria, which is our cells' batteries, that they're the ones that use either the fat or sugar to break it down into energy for your body to use. It actually takes time to retrain our mitochondria to actually use that as a fuel source. That can take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Now, the problem is during this time, you have to be very strict and you have to do it the right way. And there's a lot of roadblocks that many people stumble upon, and there's a lot of mistakes that most people make in trying to get from phase one to phase two. But the ultimate goal of getting through phase one is to get to phase two. This is when your body is now finally adapted at using fat as a fuel source. And this is a beautiful phase to be in because this allows you so much more flexibility, because now what you can do is you can actually fluctuate in and out of ketosis as often as you need, which is really powerful and allows you so much more flexibility with your lifestyle, especially if you're combining with other things like intermittent fasting. Because now what happens is once your body becomes fat adapted, it's so much easier for your body to get back into ketosis. So let's say you want to go on vacation and enjoy a nice date night somewhere and splurge just a little bit. No worries, because you can go right back into it because your body has finally become fat adapted and has built the resources necessary to use fat for fuel. Now, as you can imagine, as maybe you've probably already experienced, the difficulty is getting from phase one to phase two. That's the hardest part. This transition, this 4 to 6 weeks of the keto flu and the transition is hard. It's challenging, it's not super easy, and what I've found is a lot of people are unknowingly making a lot of mistakes that are preventing them from actually getting through this phase one into getting fat adapted. So what I've done is we've created an ebook for you that'll lay out the essential blueprint and strategies along with a food guide that shows you exactly what to eat and what to avoid to make it super simple for you guys to actually get from phase one to phase two, and we lay it out in 5 simple steps. And you can get that ebook over at hackyourketo.com, and we'll give you our Keto Reboot program that'll show you exactly how to get from phase one to phase two in the quickest amount of time, how to bust through the keto flu, and how to get to all the benefits of being fat adapted.